God, it's actually working. Okay, all right, here we go. I'm streaming. Oh my God. Okay, all right. This is totally work related, but yeah, it should be live. Let me see. The internet is good. I can't tell if this is working. YouTube is slow. Oh, there we go. All right. I'm doing this for fun, and then I have to do a real one. I have to like put on the xbloom sweater, right? Because we got to do it on the real work YouTube channel. But yeah, this machine just came out today. It's been a hell of a lot of work. So we finally got it out there. And I am gonna talk to whoever decides to show up on a Monday afternoon where people are working. That's why we're doing the work stream in like 2 hours when people are probably off work. But I wanted to it's a rehearsal basically. We're gonna be like, oh, this is look at what we've done with this thing. But yeah, it's been an interesting machine to work on. I'm gonna, not give you guys like all of the amazing diplomatic answers that I will give you if you ask me the same questions on the xbloom channel. But yeah, I'm at Richard's house, so it's gonna be streamed with me and Richard. If you guys haven't seen, you guys know who Richard is. But yeah, it is a cool machine. I am excited. If I remove myself from working on this machine, I'm like, dang, this thing actually does a lot. And I think it would be fun for us to kind of go over it and show you guys what we've done with it. But yeah, usually I don't really involve a lot of like what I do for work on the streams on the YouTube channel because it's like for fun. And then if I'm talking about work related stuff, it's like not it's not fun anymore for me. But this is something that I'm pretty excited about and it's cool to show off. So what's my opinion on the fellow Aiden? Oh my God, okay, all right, I love this. So I think the Aiden is a really cool machine. If you guys saw the video we did with Nick, it's like, I would buy one. I said I would buy one in the video, I'm pretty sure. But yeah, it's a cool machine. It's not for me though, because I don't care too much for large cups. Like I actually really like smaller cups, like 10 to 15 grams. And it seems like Aiden is really strong for 20 plus grams. So it's like I could make a lot of really good coffee for a lot of people. But for me, like in terms of the capabilities of that machine, it's like, I don't really know what I would do with a ton of batch brew that's like highly extracted light roast batch brew. I personally would probably want to brew like that same coffee multiple times. Like say if I'm going to do a 50 gram dose in an Aiden, I probably would do like 5-10 gram brews instead for my own personal use. And that's just because it's more interesting to me to be able to enjoy the brewing process of coffee. But I do think that's a great machine and I think it's hilarious that you would have a batch brewer that can push like 20-something%. Would it help someone who doesn't have time learning to do pour overs? Oh, well, you see, this is a thing that can help you with that. But yeah, it just depends because I think it's going to have a different flavor profile to this machine. It's also going to depend on what grinder you're using, and it's just like another really great machine that can brew coffee, at least the style of coffee I like, because Nick and I have very similar preferences in coffee. We love our we love our lightly roasted coffees, and they're finally like now automated brewers on the market that can push I can name maybe like 2 of them in the home space, the Aiden and this. But yeah, we're just hanging out. I have to actually do a work stream in like 2 hours, but I'm gonna go and brew some coffee. I'm not actually awake right now, so I'm gonna go and make like I'll make a V60, or we'll make a Café flour. Oh, look at this! I brought a Café flour. Shout outs to Robert for giving me the flour to do this with. But yeah, so I'm gonna do some brews now, and I'm lazy, so I don't need to use my app. But I think there are a few videos on this out now from some of the guys that you guys know, like Matt from Lifestyle Labs. Like he did a nice video on Studio. I have not kept up with what everybody else is doing because I just haven't had time. But this is finally a machine where I will actually use it. The funny thing is, like, whenever I work on these products, I never actually end up using the company's products, which is, and I shouldn't be saying this right when my founder is sitting there, but yeah, I'm finally more like compelled to use my company's product now because it's a damn good machine. Because like I'm in a position where it's like, oh, I'll just use my 98 flat, but I like this machine a lot. I think the main thing that's interesting to me about this is it's really brought a lot of fun to coffee machine brewing because you actually have manual control in some sort of like capacity. I'm eyeing a secondhand EK43 with seasoned SSP HU. Okay, all right. You deleted your message right when I was gonna answer it. Does it let you combine immersion and percolation to any degree you like? I don't actually know the exact like what you can do with the 8-in, unless you're talking about this, in which what you can do is you can just take a brewer like the S-Works design brewer, which I forgot to bring, but I could have had it here and I could have combined both immersion and percolation together. But yeah, I'm just gonna mess around today for kind of just chill in. I need to get into like the swing of things, and it's a Monday, it's a work day, and I'm just gonna brew some coffee. So I actually have this Peru Gesha from Say here. On this machine, you can actually make an infinite size cup of coffee as long as you have a thing that can fit under here. So generally speaking, on these, like you can fit any brewer you can fit under here is fair game, and you can literally just plumb this machine in and you can run as much water you want through it. But generally speaking, we see most people brew, I would say like 20 to 30 grams if you wanted to push those larger doses. For me, I like brewing low dosages. I love my like 10 to 15 grams. But yeah, I'm just hanging out. I can be a salesman for this if you guys want me to be. But yeah, I'll do you guys will probably see like actual videos on the xbloom YouTube channel, but yeah, this is magnetic. Whoa, very cool. And then we can actually stick this onto the grinder. So I just weighed out 15 grams there. Bunch of options in terms of scale. One thing that I have to say, and it's because I'm an SSP MP hater, is this conical burr set in here is great. So it's the same burrs that we spent a lot of time working on the original xbloom, but this time we have RPM control. So I can go to a much lower RPM, and at 60 RPM, so we can go like 60 to 120. I think you guys can see this here. 60 RPM, I can go all the way down to espresso. This pulls fantastic espresso. But at 60 RPM, these small conicals, like the conicals we have here, it's like electro polish. It's really high clarity for a conical, and it's nice and sweet. And we've finally gave in and gave people grind size adjustment on this chart back here. So we have like espresso all the way to cold brew. You can do AeroPress, pour over, so on and so forth. But I'm gonna brew some Say, so I'm gonna brew like, I don't know, let's do like 45. And it's gonna adjust the grind size and it's gonna grind, but. Ultra processed and infused coffees, what's your feeling on them in El Paraiso? My perspective has kind of changed. Also, it's gonna take a little longer to grind because I'm grinding at the lowest RPM and I want like nice clarity. But so my perspective on ultra processed coffees is like very split now, because like on one hand, I'm like, ultra processed coffees allow producers to like make their coffee score higher, taste better, sell for more, and they can use less desirable varietals and whatnot. And sometimes, you know, I think they taste great, and I think they serve a really great like accessibility to tasting coffee, because like you can give an ultra processed coffee, like you can give co-ferments to normal people and they'll be like, wow, coffee is valuable, coffee tastes like fruits, and so on and so forth. And then but then, you know, after spending some time with like, you know, our good friend Pepe, I'm actually gonna go over to Pepe's farm. I'm starting to like, I don't know, I'm starting to like not think so highly of some of the really processed stuff, because it's like, what about some of the crazy effort that like some of these producers put in to do things, you know, normally or naturally, not a natural process, but like without ultra fermentation and crazy process stuff. So it's kind of a complicated question. I keep coming back to and thinking about like, how does processing tie into value and flavor and you know, quote unquote integrity of like what a producer is doing, and it's very complicated. But I do love El Preso coffees. I do love Lady Bermudez. I do love all of those coffees because I think they're great. Like I think they taste great. Now, now it gets really complicated into like, you know, should Diego Bermudez be allowed to do what he's doing, right? I'm gonna stream probably for like an hour because I have to get ready to stream on this YouTube channel, and it'll be like a little more formal, I think. But it'll be fun. So I grabbed my coffee there. I'm tired too. Like I was up late last night we were trying to launch this damn machine, man. But I'm gonna do everything through the display here because I'm lazy and I don't want to get into the app. But yeah, you can pre-wet. I've also never brewed Café flour on xbloom Studio before, so hopefully it's good. But in all my demo videos, I brew using Pepe V60. It's hilarious. So I'm just pre-wetting this guy here. Okay, what did you say here? I worded that wrongly. Can EK43 with SSP HUs work for a daily pour over? Always light roast. I want to buy a machine again as I moved not too long ago. Also comes with 2018 stock Malconic burrs. I actually think, so SSP HUs are fine for pour over. I think it's like a little stronger than 64s. Wait, 64 MPs. Yeah, I mean, I would use them for pour over. They still like are really high clarity burrs. And they let you extract really high. Just, you will run into the quintessential 98 SSP like harshness. Yeah, I have a sick t-shirt. This is a t-shirt from Heart. It says Heart, and then at the back, look at what it says on the back. It's funny because I was talking about Diego coffees. But yeah, this is a hella sick t-shirt. So yeah, I ground coffee there. We got the ionizer in here. We got the sweepers in there. And then this catch cup is also anti-static. So you don't really have, it's like really clean. And then this is also magnetic and it can fit on a portafilter. And you can do some, I'm gonna give you guys advanced technology here, is you can stick it onto like an AeroPress and you can like dump it over. So it's like, if you guys ever use like the Niche Zero catch cup, it's like that. It's great. I don't know, I have no idea if that was like intentional in our design or not, but yeah. This coffee that I'm brewing right now is this guy here, the Rolando Saldivar Peru Gesha from Say. I have some other coffees too that I can brew, but I'm running out of it because I only have so much. I might brew on the actual xbloom live stream with 2 Pepe coffees. We got the Pepe Teoxidator washed here from Manhattan. I was like, I can't read for my life. And then this crop has been great. So this is the Sidra Natural from Poland's Gold, but the obviously from Pepe. This is actually really nice compared to, I think I much prefer this crop compared to last year's for his Sidra Wave Natural. So we might brew some of this, but I'm running out of these coffees because they've been tasting great. But I'm gonna go ahead and actually brew something because I need to wake up and be excited and stuff. So yeah, on xbloom Studio, anything you can fit in here is total fair game. I'm actually so curious what people are gonna come up with. Like, I unfortunately I don't have my Pulsar with me right now. Lance from Say has my Pulsar, so I gotta go steal that back from him. But like, you could fit a bunch of different brewers under here. And then this is a scale too, so you got a lot of options, right? So this is what I'm saying, is like anything, is like, if you wanna brew a really big cup of coffee, you can totally do that. And then there's some other stuff too, like, you know, you got the AeroPress, you can stick the AeroPress like right up here, and you get like all the temp stability in the world. But yeah, I'm gonna just align this. But yeah, this is the fun part here. So you can do, I'm gonna brew some coffee, guys. But yeah, so I'm just gonna start with like a basic center pour, and I'm actually just gonna manually agitate. I'm gonna try to not mess with things here, and I'm gonna make this spin out a little here. And I'm just gonna do 50 gram bloom. I always forget Cafec flour flows slightly slower than normal V60. But yeah, like, I'm gonna let this bloom for a while. I ground this at 60 RPM, so I can actually push extractions pretty high, which is great. Can you fit an 8-cup Chemex in there? I don't think so. And also I hope you, yeah, I don't know. I'm a Chemex hater, man. You can fit the smaller Chemex in here, and you can fit like French press and stuff, but yeah, I don't know. I'm not a big fan of the Chemex. I say that as myself, not affiliated with the company, right? Do you have any say into the design of the xbloom? Maybe, sometimes. I just complain about things. They just give me prototypes, and I just yell at people. Oh, I let this bloom a little too long, but it should be fine. So you can, this flow rate, by the way, is adjustable from 3 to 3.5 mils. You can change that in the app. You can also like do a million levels of programming. You can use like, let me like practice. I can do a practice live stream for you guys, and hopefully that'll be entertaining. So I did the brewer. I did like a basic demo of everything, but I'll do a little bit of a closer show for this. But yeah, so right now I'm like doing full manual control in terms of brewing right now. Yeah, I'm brewing some Say right now. So I'm brewing this Peru Gesha. And then, so here I can like, I can literally brew and then like pick which pattern. So I can do like a center pour, a wide circle, and a spiral in here. And then, you see your weight, because we have a scale down here. And then also, what you can do is you can also manually agitate your brewer. You can like stick wet WDT tools in there, and you can even temp profile. Like on the fly, I can lower. Now I'm gonna make my coffee taste worse, but I can change the temperature and lower it, and then do like a bunch of different things there. So I can like lower the temperature, increase the temperature on the fly. I'm trying to make my coffee actually taste good, so we're gonna cancel that because I just did my final pour with lower temperature, which was for demonstration purposes. But yeah, like you can do a ton of different things in terms of brewing manually. And I think it's so much fun. This is what I was saying is like, usually I just never use these machines despite the fact that I work on them, because it just never like, it's like not fun, right? It's like, oh great, I push button and does stuff, right? And I understand, like that's why we sell to a lot of people, because they want that convenience. It's cool to look at, I guess, but a lot of my joy in brewing coffee is literally like brewing coffee. It's like pouring water on stuff. So this is actually a lot of fun for me because I can actually go and like touch things. Like there's literally physical controls here, and I can do a lot of the same brewing that I do with a nice kettle and all of that, but it's actually significantly more consistent than I am. Because it's a machine and I'm a shaky human, right? So yeah, it's pretty fun there. But yeah, like there we go. I have brewed my coffee, and I actually need a cup now. Hey, Richard, can you get me a cup?
Okay.
Or like, I'm gonna taste some stuff. Pouring water onto so yeah, you can use this and pour water onto anything. You can make matcha. You can make tea. You can make cup of noodles. You can make instant coffee too.
Oh yeah.
You know you can buy one of these just to yeah, you can do your commetier with this. You can do your instant coffee. It's full temperature controlled, so you can get it to the exact degree you want. I hope I don't say these things on our actual live stream. but you know, like you can do a lot of very, you know, it's at the end of the day, this is a temperature controlled hot water spout, right? Like this brewer part. Grinder, we got a million different settings. You have 1 through 80. I ended up like choking the flare at here. I'll give you some of this.
Okay.
You can have some of this. This is the Peru Gesho, the Say Peru Gesho we were brewing.
Okay.
I don't know if I did a good job at it because I was entertaining people. Can you make a full meal with it? You know you can do a lot of your cooking with this. We can try. Like you know, there's a scale in here. It's a kitchen scale, man. We can weigh out our ingredients. We can heat things up. Okay. But yeah, I think like we've done a really, I just think we've actually done a really good job at this machine. It's like kind of, you know, I don't know. I'm just like pretty happy with what it is. But yeah, there is an app. We currently don't export into Bean Conqueror, but you can share your recipes. So that's like a thing is I can make a goofy recipe, and if you have one of these, I could share it with you. So I just did like a manual example there where I was like, I'm just gonna brew using my own brewer and my own coffee and do everything completely manually. And that is basically what most people are doing at home when you're brewing pour over at home. And then you can now, but there's like a lot of other stuff that we will go into. I'll show you guys this too. So I gotta shout out our good friend Kimoy, Harry, if he's watching this. So yeah, like you can do a lot of stuff with this machine, and it's kind of like the reason why we spent all this time to make a machine like this is because we got all these coffee nerds yelling at us to do things. But yeah, hopefully people will shut up after they get their hands on one of these. Okay. Let me wake up and drink some coffee, but I'll probably be on for like another 30 to 45 minutes. My camera might die also, so let's hope it doesn't die on the actual live stream. That would be unfortunate. Off topic a bit, but have you had any, the LF coffees? If so, how do they stack up in your opinion? I'm based out of Germany and love them. Wonder how they compare to other roasters out there. So I actually had an LF roast. There's a guy local to me called Matt, and he bought a ton of the LF coffees. I think the LF Pepe, and I thought it was pretty good. I think, I don't have a lot of their coffees all the time because obviously, I'm in the States and getting some of those coffees is hard. Unless you guys know of somebody local who is selling them or like in the States. But yeah, I think they do a great job. I don't think they're as light as these two guys, but I haven't had enough of it to give you a very formal opinion. I was just like, at a meetup, we tasted some of those coffees, and I was like, oh, this is not bad. So on this machine, we actually can get nice acidity because of the lower RPM on the burr here. So like I can do 60 RPM, get a bunch of basically like higher clarity there. And I can also grind pretty damn fine for pour overs, and it's still gonna taste good. Really reminds me kind of like ZP6 flavor profile at times. And then also we got the spout up to 3.5 mils per second. So there's like more agitation now, and you guys know I like that higher agitation. So it's been pretty good. But yeah, I'm just chilling. Oh, we should brew. I was like debating if I should do a espresso on the live stream, and I just did not feel. I'm like, espresso is too complicated. Let's see if Harry did a good job. So this guy here is Omni Dripper. I tried to make this called the Hyper Flow, but we only ended up getting this name. I'm so sad. I only was able to get our bases to be called Hyperflow. But yeah, eventually I think we're gonna have some different bases. I mean, at the basic point, like, is you can still brew with, you know, the pods and stuff like that on this guy, but you swap this guy out here, and then you can do this. Let me get some filters. Oh, let's see. So some fun stuff here is, look at this. So look at my 155. I stick the 155 in there. And there's a little like notch thing here that keeps the paper filter from popping out. So this is like the xbloom paper filter, S-Works paper filter, if you've ever used S-Works paper filter, or like an April paper filter. All of the like higher rigidity paper filters, they all kind of like to hold their shape, and sometimes they can like pop out of your drippers, especially if you use a very small dripper like this one. Like, this is a tiny dripper here, although you can put like 18 to 20 grams in it. It tastes pretty good. So there's like a little ridge here that prevents it from popping up. It's so genius, right? What is my favorite bubble tea order? Right now, my favorite bubble tea order is, I'll just link it to you. Hold on. Let me see if I can go to it. I quite like, I think this place, it's TZ Tea Shop, and they have, I think, shops in New York, Boston, all of that, but it's literally just the house. Is there a way I can share this? I can't share this. Here, you guys, look at the snack pass thing. It's literally house special milk tea. So it's got like oats in it. It's like oats, oat milk, boba, 4 Seasons. It's pretty good. Yeah, but this is tasting decent. I definitely could have pushed this coffee, I think, even harder. But I guess we'll brew some Manhattan. But yeah, this is this, and then let's see how good this design is. So Harry actually designed the first Oshi, or filter smusher for the original xbloom, and now he has come out with one for the Omni or Hyperflow dripper. Let's see if it works. I probably should get some water to do this in. Also, I haven't tried this yet, but I'm pretty sure you can use this as its own dripper and do like a manual pour in it. But we can brew one with this. And then I came up with this name. I hope people are happy with it. Look at how great my naming is. I'm so lame. xbloom 3-pour recipe. So yeah, it's just like card setup. You do this, it'll beep, it'll run through the entire process. Anybody who's watching this that's an actual nerd who's used our first machine, look at this technology. I'm about to show you guys some advanced technology. You can now turn off different sections of the machine through any of our recipes. Or you can even create recipes that bypass the grinder. So like this one here, you do something like this. So now I can turn off the grinder. So say I use a different grinder and I grind my coffee and I get it all set up. I can just literally bypass this and say, oh, I'm now going to I just want the pouring patterns. Like I just want like the agitation, whatever. You can do that. And then you can execute everything through the app. Our app is finally usable. Oh my God, it's so much better. So like, yeah, a lot of stuff there. I'm gonna go and try to pre-wet this filter here. I think our camera battery life is still okay. But yeah, Man, this coffee is tasting great. I actually can stand by how this machine tastes, makes coffee taste. All right, let's see how good Harry's design is. I don't think, I can't remember if he actually had the CAD for this, but
More coffee?
I'm gonna brew more coffee. Okay, sort of. Maybe I did a bad job at filter smishing. I gotta fix this, man. He didn't account for certain things. Okay. Harry, if you're watching this, your filter smusher design needs some work. Yeah. But it's, yeah, unfortunate. So I think Harry, if you're watching this, you need to account for the ridges on this. Or I guess, like, you know, if you're a mad lad, you can buy one of these and shave these off here. Because I think it kind of catches the filter a little bit differently. But I know people want like lower bypass now on all of their filters. And this one is sort of working. Yeah. But yeah, you know, community effort there, right? I'm gonna be lame and I'm gonna brew using a wave filter. I'm sorry. So yeah, put that in there. Let's brew. Which one should we brew? I only have so much of it. I opened this yesterday. I made a bunch of iced coffee with it, and I was very happy. Pepe has done such a great job, and also Apollon's Gold, Yoshitatsu. A lot of his coffees have that like lemongrassiness to it because they're so lightly roasted, and it works out so well with a lot of Pepe's coffees. So I'm quite happy. And both of these coffees, Pepe actually gave them to me. It's kind of funny, like, you know, you're the producer of a coffee and like you have a roaster's roaster coffee and then you just like hand them out to people. So I really want to thank Pepe for giving me these two coffees. I have more of this, so we'll do this. But this is the washed, Teoxidator washed Typica Mejorado. Wow, smells amazing. Yeah, so we'll do this. Is this the Aiden killer? I think what this serves is, you know, actually, I told Nick this, but I was like, yo, you get this one next to the Aiden, you use this as the grinder. And this can do all of your lower than 20 gram doses. And then if you want like big boy batch brews, you use the Aiden. So you just stick these two side by side. That was a lot of fun. I'm probably doing that, although I don't need more stuff. I have so much stuff. Let's see. I don't know what I'm gonna be doing. Let's see. Let's brew 15 grams. 15.1. Oh my God, I can't get, okay, 14.9, whatever. We're close enough. Yeah, so let's do the Pepe Teoxidator wash from Manhattan. So I guess we can do this. So we can do the actual, like, so imagine if you're lazy, you can do this and you can just basically put the filter in, use the recipe. Oh yeah, we gotta dump the coffee in, let's not forget that. Oh my God, I dropped it on the table. It's also hard to do this way. And then you just take your carafe, you stick it under here, and then you do this. And this here is like, you could just run it off of whatever recipe. You could change, so this here is the grind size, you got the ratio, and you can, you know, go full coffee nerd. Or, you know, we could have ground it manually, and then if you really wanted to, you could have dumped it in here and you could like manual control. It's like, there's so many layers of like how nerdy you want to get, and I think that's what makes it a lot of fun. But yeah, the way to think about it, like the way I'm trying to tell people about like how do you think about this machine is each section of the machine is its own component, right? We can use the grinder by itself, we can use the brewer by itself, we can use the scale by itself. And you can then go and tap into like various levels of how much control you want. You can really program everything down in the app. You can use like half of it with something like this, or you can go, you know, full manual. So yeah, you know, it's pretty fun in that regard. Actually, let's brew this one. Let's brew this manual. Why not? So I'm gonna do this. Actually, I'm just gonna exit out of here. Cause I always like, I just like brewing this manual. It's so fun. 45 on Cafex still flow pretty fast, and this is a pretty light roast. So let me like, actually let's do like 50. And it's gonna adjust the grind size. All right. Are you gonna give us a farm tour at Soledad? Maybe. I actually haven't booked my flights yet. I'm going to be in New York for a bit of time. I might do an event with this machine. Yeah. Will the small origami fit in the holder? So you don't need to use the holder. You can, you know, anything you can fit under here is fair game. See, like I can, like if you really wanted to brew a lot of coffee, you could have something that fits up here. You know, a lot of drippers fit into here. So like, it's pretty fun. I should have brought the origami with me, but I didn't. I've just been kind of on like a, you know, V60 game. Oh my God, we could brew Pepe's coffee on Pepe V60. But I already got this guy ready, so we'll do it this way. Or I don't know. What do you guys want me to do? Pepe and Pepe V60, or we could do Omni Dripper. Ooh, I don't know. I don't know which one's cooler. But yeah, see, no static. It's beautiful. Oh my God, this coffee's great. This coffee's so good. Honey, red apple, peach with a juicy mouthfeel. All right, Omar wants Pepe. This is just gonna behave like a fast-flowing flat bottom, okay? It's not, you know, it's cool, but it's like not as cool as this. This is cooler. All right, we'll do this. Where are my filters? My filters are everywhere. All right, I got my T90s. So, yeah, we need the content, man. Yeah, I got you. Also my camera might die, so the stream may end abruptly. But I have like an hour and a half before I have to actually do real work, right? Okay, so let's do this guy. And they do a pre-wet. So we've decided to, like, there's only so much space on this display here, but you can set it to like higher, I think, like we call it boiling point, but I think it's around 98 out. So there is like slightly hotter temperature in here, but we had to like kind of figure this out because obviously like there's like limitations to how you can heat water, right? I'm also horrible at doing this on the side. Like it's much more intuitive to do it when you're like in front of the machine. All right, got my coffee. Make sure it's aligned. Yeah, man, it's natural light. We got like open lighting instead of my horribly dim room. And nobody can complain about the cracks in the wallpaper, right? It's like, come on, man. All right. Man, this coffee is so good. We get that pretty higher agitation too. So like if you do the manual mode right now, it's set to 3.5 mils. So it's definitely pretty high agitation. There you go. There's your, this is the Pepe wash deoxidator in the Pepe V60 on xbloom Studio. Words I never thought I'd be saying. Oh my God. Yeah, there's no ceiling cam. I'm sorry. Also, my camera might die like any moment. I'm just letting you know that right now. If the stream dies right now, it's because the camera's running out of power. Which we hope doesn't happen on the actual live stream, right? So I love that I can do like both stream agitation from here and manual agitation, because like I have a lot of control, and you know I can also move this guy closer. I could change the pattern. I can do all this stuff. I'm gonna do a little bit of a center pour. But I mean, if you were really good at dialing it, you could just have all this stuff like set up here. You could just have like one pouring pattern. You could just have like a circle pour, and or like a spiral pour. So we got like the center, the circle, and the spiral. Yeah, wow, this coffee smells great. Is this for an xbloom Studio launch stream? Yeah, you know, I gotta do this on the real xbloom YouTube channel, and it needs to be more legit, right? But I needed a rehearsal, a practice, right? So we gotta hang out with the homies on the live stream here. Plus, also, I did need to brew some amount of coffee so I could actually wake up and be on. Yeah. Actually, I do have a spare battery, so I could swap this battery in for a different one when this camera inevitably dies. I'm just gonna let this run to 250. Yeah, let it to 250. Right, you can change like the numbers of like how you preset like the upper limit, so you could do like 250 all the way up to 500, and you could do like a lot of water if you really wanted to. Will xbloom get me a Grandmaster? Depends on what game you're talking about, man. This SL28 t-shirt is from Heart. Okay, I'm gonna kill the stream for like 1 second so I can swap batteries. It's gonna die. Give me a sec, guys. I'm a professional live streamer. All right, we should be back. All right, I got my Manhattan Pepe washed deoxidator. It's windy outside behind me. Wow. Pepe did a really good, it's a great coffee. They did such a great job working together. You know, this is the Manhattan roast of stuff. Camera is live, very cool. Oh, I also have the white machine here. There's a white machine. I have to think about like what I'm going to talk about on this live stream. Okay, I got to show like the good people, the people who don't watch this this stream. I got to be like, this is what this does. This is what this does. This is what this does. You can also use your own coffee. You can use your own brewers. You can use pods. You can use the app. I'm just like, I have no idea. Oh, tomorrow we're gonna do a Lagom Casa stream. So for those of you guys who are watching the streams right now, right, we're gonna do Casa with, because I can finally talk about it. We'll do a Casa stream against the mini with the obsidian with the mini moonshine. So that's gonna be fun. And I'm gonna do it at my place, so we're not gonna have this beautiful backlit scene anymore. Yeah, Casa stream at my casa. Unfortunately, Alan, it's very sad. Yeah, I just got the San Pedro from from Say. I had both of those coffees. I'm very excited to taste them. We'll probably taste them next week. And then we also got a bunch of coffees from Instinto, which is Pepe's Roastery. He sent me a bunch of coffees before he went off to Ecuador. This is great. How does a grinder stack up to high-end grinders? I mean, this is pretty great. It's a 48 mil conical that is really well aligned, that creates low fines, and it can do espresso. So like it's like that flavor profile. But what I found is because we have RPM adjustment, we can like lower RPM, it doesn't have that perceivable harshness that you can get from like Lagom Mini, at least like the Obsidian burrs. Like sometimes if you pull something really too fast or you like try to push your coffees a little hard, you kind of get that like small conical burr harshness. This is a bit cleaner. It's not as clean as something like ZP6, but it's like in that style, which is like, I would say more body, more sweetness, nice acidity presentation, but less harsh at the lower RPMs. My coworker Caleb, you've seen Caleb in some of the videos. He's a big fan. This guy deep in the game using this machine. And he's been pulling shots of SSP MP against this, and he says, hey, this tastes better than the SSP MP. I'm an SSP MP hater, so I would totally agree with him on that. And yeah, I pulled some espresso on this. It tastes pretty good. I mean, you're not gonna like extract things to ultra high percentages and whatever that like 98 flats can do, but like you can get a pretty damn good cup from these burrs. And I actually I'm the type of guy to like also literally only use the grinder in some of these. But I would pick this grinder over a lot of those smaller conicals. Casa, well, I'll talk about Casa tomorrow. Casa is interesting, but I think like this would be I think this would be a little stronger than Casa if you want slightly higher clarity. Casa, I think I have to wait until tomorrow before I talk about Casa, otherwise people will get mad at me. But Sam from Option O was like, yeah, you can talk about Casa tomorrow. I will live stream that tomorrow, and it'll be fun. Where does xbloom sit in regard to fail 8 in single serve mode? This is better for lower dosages, in my opinion. It's like, I like brewing 10 to 15 grams. So personally speaking, I'm more interested in this. And then if I want my bigger dosages, then I use Aiden. But it's a different flavor profile because like that's got steam agitation. This has got manual agitation. You can use your own brewers. You can do a bunch of different stuff. So there's a little more manipulation in terms of where you want to push your coffees. But literally like you could have this, a flare and an Aiden, and you have espresso all the way to really good batch because you just use the grinder on this and you get like the single serve stuff. So it's like pretty awesome. Instinto, I think there's some rules with selling roasted coffee from Ecuador. So I don't think we're gonna be getting any of that coffee for sale anytime soon, unfortunately. But it's just such an honor to be able to, taste coffee roasted at origin, brewed by the producer. And it's just a pleasure. is this ZP6 level in certain areas. I don't think it's as clean as ZP6. I don't think it handles as well in the really high ratios, like the 18s to 20s, 1 to 18, 1 to 20. I think the ZP6 is very unique in that it lets you break through that ratio barrier of like 1 to 17.5. Like I think that's like, if you try to brew a lot of the small conicals in like above 1 to 17, 1 to 17.5, all the way to 1 to 20, that's where you can really taste like the burst head like falling apart. Where it's like it's just not able to keep up. It's gonna get a lot like muddy, harsh, and all of that. ZP6 lets you break through that barrier, and it's amazing in that regard. This guy here at 60 RPM is kind of closer to it. I'd say it's like not that, it's got like this nice acidity presentation, but it's not like that really delicate and like balanced presentation, or like really bad. Like, I mean, ZP6 is amazing, right? I love the ZP6, but this thing gets you 90% of the way there, and you don't need to grind with your own hands. But also, I don't really think that many people are brewing, like, I don't think a lot of people are brewing hand grinders to 1 to 20, like EY chase in that regard. I know a lot of people chase EY with like 98 flats. I mean, I do that, but I generally tend to enjoy most coffees nowadays in 1 to 17 ratio world. I mean, that's what I just brewed. I brewed this like 1 to 16.7 or something like that. Yeah, I love that video that I did with Pepe. I need to book flights. I didn't realize Ecuador ran on USD, and you can like Uber places. It's pretty cool. So getting there is going to be pretty easy. I'm probably going to be there maybe like very end of the month. You know, I kind of needed to get this guy out the door before I plan my travels. But yeah, I'm trying to do some videos with Jose, Pepe. Yeah, I haven't been out of the country in many years, so it'll be fun. Man, this coffee's great. But yeah, out of these two coffees, I actually was quite surprised that I would like this natural so much. Usually I don't like, but I think it's because like I had Bill's roast of this. Bill's roast of the natural wave was like a little too boozy for me, and Apollon's Gold AG roast of this was like, this is amazing. I like, for what this is, I'm like, this is such a great coffee. Yeah. Well, what time is it? It's 4:06. I have to stream in an hour and a half, basically. But yeah, you know, I just want to do that like goofy test stream. I gotta make sure like the internet works. Gotta make sure the audio works. Gotta make sure we all look good. I also need to like practice on what I'm saying. This is the issue. This is a big problem when you're used to streaming to like you guys, right? I just say whatever. But no, these coffees are tasting great. Yeah, this is the new studio. Oh, fun stuff too. You can obviously plumb the machine in, but removable drip tray. This is dishwasher safe. You can do a bunch of stuff. This is where the scale sits. We might do some other things too in terms of like, I mean, you can do like calibration or whatever, but like I'm always like, ooh, I see the buttons here. Okay, it's asking me to add water. We can get some Konami code stuff on there. Oh, here, let me show you the reservoir. So this is a reservoir. You actually have grind size settings on the reservoir. We're doing like a nice little partnership with AeroPress. But yeah. Sticks, okay, I just triggered it, but you just stick it back into here. This is a big reservoir. This is a 950 mil reservoir, but you can pretty comfortably fit 1 liter in it. So it gives you a pretty good amount of brewing, but I know a lot of guys are probably just gonna plumb this machine in. It's so easy to plumb in. I should probably get the tube from my car. Yeah, I'm gonna stream on the xbloom channel. Yeah, if you guys like want to go hang out on the xbloom stream, that'd be fun. You can give me positive reinforcement. I might not even read the comments. Because the laptop's going to be very far away, so I won't be able to see what people say. So yeah, I'm going to stream on the xbloom channel. There should be a link somewhere for that. Let me see. I also uploaded a unboxing video, xbloom Studio unboxing first setup. Oh my god, this video is fun to shoot. The funny thing is, like, we have so many versions of these machines that like they ship us from the factory, and like you open it up and then it's like slightly different every single time. Yeah, I did an unboxing of this. It comes with a lot of stuff. But yeah, can I leak the script? I'm probably just gonna do every single thing that I just did and said, but a little more polished. Yeah, just like you guys can spam the chat. That'd be hilarious. Do you know what Proud Mary coffee is coming with a pre-order, or can you say? We got to figure that out. So there are a few great choices. I haven't figured out which one yet, but it'll be good, and it's gonna have the recipe and all of that. Yeah, I don't know which one. I mean, if you guys have suggestions, you know. I don't think we can pick any, like, I don't know if we can do like COE #1 coffees, but the pricing of that coffee, like the budget we have is pretty good in terms of what we can offer. I have some examples for this live stream. Like when I do the work live stream, I'm gonna be like, whoa, you can get a deluxe Proud Mary tin with it. And this coffee was pretty good. This is unfortunately old because I got this a long time ago, but this was the Ben Paz triple anaerobic washed Gesha. I know a lot of people complain about Proud Mary roasting kind of earlier in the year or like towards the end of last year. After trying their COE #1 Mexico and this Ben Paz, I was like, they're back. It's great. Their coffees are tasting great. So I think whatever coffee we pick with them is going to be pretty tasty. Let me see if I can show you guys the white machine here. I'm gonna like move this over. I'm still trying to figure out what the framing of this. I have an hour to figure this out, but like, we can like move this here. Here's the white one. I just took out the water, so I might not be happy here. But yeah, you can see the white is pretty, I don't know, you guys, oh God, I'm bumping machines together. Will Harry and Robert be in the stream tomorrow? Most likely. They have work, and they'll come back. So here is white, and here's black. I don't know if you guys can see that easily. Oh, obviously, okay, you're gonna see some flickering because of the camera shutter speed. So obviously in real life, with your own eyes, it's not gonna flicker. Let me see if I can lower that. I don't know if I can go I go to a lower shutter speed on my camera? No, I can't. Oh wait, I can. So at 1/25th a second, oh, look at this. Wait, we have zoom. Oh my God, we have the zooming technology. When do they start flickering? They start flickering. Yeah. So obviously, like if I'm doing it for video, when I'm getting the smooth motion, like 1/60th of a second, my hands look great, but these aren't gonna flicker. These obviously aren't gonna flicker when you look at it with your own eyes. Yeah, we did some like fun stuff too, like, oh, look at the heart symbol, wake the machine up. And then, yeah, it's pretty, I'm looking at my OBS display here. I'm not looking at, like, it's all reversed. Whoa, technology. These have gotten a lot more responsive compared to our prototype. To be fair, these are both prototypes. Or like, they're very near final production ones. But for me to do a live stream and show people that it's fine, I hope. And these will always get better. And you can OTA firmware update, and you can do a bunch of stuff. Yeah, okay, here we go. Woo. Very cool. Okay. Yeah, probably am not going to say any more. I have to conserve my my creative juice for the actual live stream, right? But yeah, that is. Oh shit! Is the stream lagging? Is it lagging because I turned the shutter speed really low, or is it the actual internet connection? Because that would be unfortunate. But yeah, okay. But yeah, you can see the LEDs, right? I'm pretty sure. Yeah. So, and then on the actual stream, I'm gonna show off the app. For better or worse, I'm gonna show off the app. I'm gonna take Richard's phone and I'm gonna like show you guys the application. Whoa. The video's lagging? Really? Oh no. Okay, well, I think you know what that means. I think we need to end the stream then. Yeah. Oh no, it's dropping frames. Okay, I think the stream is coming back alive. Let's see if I lower to like 5,000 kilobits per second. Okay, it's like slightly coming back, but I am, okay, there we go. Now on OBS it is back. So yeah, I'm gonna end it because I do have to go and get all of this ready, and we'll do like a legit live stream on the xbloom channel. If you guys want to come and hang out there, then you can totally do that. But yeah, I think if I go to here, there is a live stream, and then it's here. You can come hang out. I'm gonna put it in here. So yeah, you know, I think we'll do a actual legit live stream. These are legit live streams, right? But yeah, I need to like actually do a work-related live stream, so that's gonna be fun. I hope people like it because there's gonna be people who don't know, who aren't part of this stream, and they're gonna be like, "Wow, isn't this supposed to be so legit?" But yeah, I wonder if people are gonna stumble upon this stream as well. Like, this is just some fun stuff. We're getting ready. It's work. It's fun. I hope you guys enjoyed this stream though. But tomorrow we're gonna stream Lagom Casa. So we're gonna go and get the Casa. We're gonna get the guys together and we're gonna do Casa. We're gonna do versus the Mini. I have the Mini somewhere here. And then we're gonna do Obsidian versus Moonshine. So it'll be fun. I don't know how long that stream is gonna be, but it should be good. So yeah, all right guys, I'll see you guys later. Goodbye.